it's inconvenient for
Wait,
either of you, then don't
do
worry
you
about
want
it.
me to record? Okay.
If you can easily and conveniently.
I can. So I got to open my GarageBand, and that takes a little while. So I can do that. So if you want to wait, or just go, and I'll start recording, whenever it opens. I was wondering about that, but...
You can wait a moment.
Yeah. We can bullshit for a bit. How about
I gotta say, I just got pissed the hell off. You got me in the best mood because somebody just pissed me off so bad. Oh my god! Some guy's like, "Well, who asked for your opinion?" Because it was some friggin' video of a cop dancing at a Black Lives Matter barbecue, and I was like, "Okay, I'm unimpressed." And then some douchebag from Canada. I hate to call him that because I've been on his podcast, whatever. But I'm an asshole, so who cares?
Yeah.
Right? And he's like, "Oh, but who asked your opinion?" I'm like, motherfucker, like, do you want me to go on your page and say to every comment you ever said, who asked your opinion? That's such a fucking douchebag thing to say. What are you talking about? Who asked my opinion? Motherfucker's Facebook. What are you talking about? I'm saying I'm unimpressed with this cop dancing at a motherfucking cookout because, look, he doesn't hate Black Lives Matter because now the bar is so low that if you just don't hate them, that's a win. Right? Because what black people said was, please stop killing us illegally. That sounds like not a good thing. And now that they vilified that and made it seem like we were saying kill cops, or even though all we were saying was don't kill black people, I'm like, so now a cop dancing at a Black Lives Matter barbecue is a win for us. That to me, that's disturbing. And then this douchebag comes on, who asked your opinion? Motherfucker, you're on my Facebook page. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
who asked my opinion?
Never for less.
Anyway, sorry for the rant. It literally just happened. It happened like 5 minutes ago. It happened while I was trying to sign on with you guys, and then I learned it was a Skype, and it was... So I was just like... And I'm waiting for him to reply. I'm waiting for this motherfucker to reply. Because I'm going to get in his ass. Because I've been... Man, listen. All I do is bite my tongue. Like, that's... All I try to do is not be that offensive to people within our community. But I got issues, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry.
How's GarageBand coming?
Man, don't rush me before you get...
All right, let's go ahead and start, and then I will...
Hold on. GarageBand just loaded. Hold on.
Oh, nice.
GarageBand just loaded, and all I need to do is... Because you know how it loads the most recent show. So all I need to do is save as, which sometimes can take a while, but it's not going to take more than a few minutes. But go ahead.
Neither of us would know that because we don't have anything Apple.
Yeah, no.
Losers. Anyway.
I'm pretty happy with Linux. So,
okay, so episode, I guess I'll just do...
I'm happy with my i7 Intel fucking 4K video screen.
Recording.
Yeah.
Podcast. Okay, so I'm just gonna save it, and then I'll start recording the minute it saves. But go ahead, keep talking and go. If you don't want to wait, just go.
No, you're close. And being able to have this all synced up is always good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so, but you put the rush on me like while I was talking, I wasn't actually doing shit. I was doing shit.
I know.
I'm telling you, you got me on 10 right now. That motherfucker just, I was totally like the opposite, like, oh, I can't wait to have this nice spot. And then this motherfucker, he posted, and I'm like, fuck everybody. Ready to go to war. Jesus, who asked me for my opinion? Well, can't anyone say that about anything? That's such a stupid comment to say. Oh, I'm going to go to your Facebook wall and say, who asked you for your opinion? What the fuck is my Facebook wall? What are you talking about?
You went from like Little Orphan Annie, the sun will come out tomorrow, to
exactly,
Ishmael Brown.
And that's what I try to do. I try to be Little Orphan Annie. I fucking watch Breakfast Club before I go on fucking podcasts. And then he had me watch Roots, basically. So you guys got me on but anyway, hold on. I know how to calm down, and I know how to chill, so don't worry. So listen.
What? No.
As I'm sure, it's copying the file. Well, I just want you to know it's copying and saving now, and it's copying outro. Okay, so hold on. Let me just start.
So we'll do a countdown when we start.
Yeah. I know. Okay. You ready to go? I'm ready. Wait, hold on. I just want to make sure it's on the right track because GarageBand's funny like that. Sometimes it won't.
Just record your side. And we'll do like 3, 2, 1, record, not like.
No, I know. I just need to make sure it's on a track that's actually recording. GarageBand's funny like that. That will say like, oh, it doesn't have the right input. So hold on, just give me a second.
Oh man.
I'm recording.
Audacity just
see,
works.
I just see. I'm glad I tested it because it's actually not recording. Okay.
I wrote a new script for my recording, so I just.
Fuck! It's not
open up
anyone.
The Atheist Nomads icon on my taskbar, and it launches everything I need, makes all the connections, asks me what the episode number is, how many mics I want to use.
Oh, that's nice.
And then I just press any key, and it will start recording.
Hold on, I'm sorry.
Did you actually label a key on your keyboard any key?
No, but I should.
That sounds very Homer Simpson like. Where's the any key? Shit. I have 4 tracks, and each track actually didn't record. So give me a second.
Okay.
I need to find out why it's not recording. And I just go ahead and. I'm sorry. I'm putting you through this now.
It's all good.
I didn't know if you wanted me to record. Okay. Audio.
I'm still coming down from my motorcycle ride, anyways.
Output. Okay, Yeti microphone. That's why it's not recording. Okay, hold on. Initializing core audio. Okay, cool. So let me just do a quick test and hit record and see if it's okay. It's now recording, so let me just delete what I just recorded, and we can do a countdown now. Okay, I'm down. Sorry about all that. I wish I was more ready.
What the fuck?
No problem.
Okay.
All right. 3, 2, 1, record.
Hello. All right.
And I see Wesley.
I see me.
Which means I also be seeing Ishmael. Okay. And Ishmael, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. All right.
Sorry. I don't know. You said you see Wesley. I know we already talked about me.
I saw his levels. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, I'm here. I'm recording.
Okay, awesome. Atheist Nomads, episode 156, news for whatever the date is going to be. News for July 21, 2016.
Wow,
the podcast you're about to listen to includes cursing and talking about hoo-haws. Please be advised.
We are the Atheist Nomads, bringing you history, science, politics, religion, and interviews with leaders in the atheist community. Not all those who wander are lost. Welcome to another episode of Atheist Nomads. I am Dustin. Joining me as always is Wesley.
Hello, everybody.
And joining us today to provide a not white perspective is Ishmael Brown from the Angry Black Rant podcast.
Way to bring up my race, but that's okay. I'm not upset at that.
We had okay, later in the show we'll have Callie on to discuss LGBT issues where we got a not, cisgender straight perspective, and now we're making sure that it's not all white people.
Callie was just on the GAM podcast, right? Was just on God Awful Movies.
Was she?
Guess who? Huh?
Okay.
And they just got me on for the next week. So I don't know what's going on with you white men. Just lining us gays and black people up. What if I was black gay? You guys would be confused. Like, wait, he's black and he's gay. What week should we have?
If that was the case, we would have only needed you.
If you were black and gay?
I was black and gay, could I bounce Callie out of there? Oh, no.
Yeah.
Black and trans. I'm sorry, black and trans. Even though it was the Gaytheist Manifesto. Okay, damn. So that's how I can get my show to really skyrocket. I can bounce. I can steal Callie's audience. All I need to do is be black and trans.
There you go. Start
Okay,
hitting on
good to
that,
know.
on that Certus.
All right. Well,
Already uncomfortable. Come on. It's
as one word of warning, there is a fire literally just over the hill from my place. So there have been some
Right.
power outages in Idaho. If
is that why you were going dark? Because you were going
no,
like,
that
pitch
was
black.
because Windows can't remember
Oh.
webcam settings.
Oh, okay, my bad.
All right.
Sorry
so
to call
if
you
the power
out
goes
on
out,
your-
we'll just keep on going.
Yep. All right. So
And you run for the hills.
no, run away from the
Yeah,
hills.
run away
It's
from the hills.
that are
Yeah.
on
All
fire.
right. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm actually in Cali, and
All
the
right,
hills are
all right.
always burning. So yeah, you don't run for the hills in Cali.
Like when I was coming home from work, I was turning onto the street into my neighborhood, and I was looking up at the hills. The foothills is what we call them here. And the smoke was billowing up over the closest one. And I saw an orange glow on the smoke right along the ridge line. Like, holy
Right.
shit, that fire is only like 5 miles away.
Is that what an orange glow means?
Yeah, an orange
Oh,
glow
I didn't know that.
on the ridge line on the yeah. So, yeah, the flames were pretty close. Apparently eastern Idaho has lost power as a result of this fire, despite the fact they're several hundred miles away. Apparently it's caused some issues for power transmission leaving the Lucky Creek Dam.
Lucky Creek Dam.
Or excuse me, Lucky Peak Dam. It's
Lucky
not very
Peak
lucky
Dam.
right now.
Damn it! Stole my line. All right.
All right, so because we have a couple of really big topics that we're covering today, we're not doing the normal show. We're doing several themes. We're going to go ahead and skip dusting off the degree, other than to simply say anybody who says that religion pushes for human rights doesn't understand what human rights are and how religion actually handles it. Occasionally, religious people will use their position to include a particular group into their particular tribe, but all it ends up being is slightly modified tribalism. And if you don't believe that, look at the KKK, look at the way Islam treats people, where if you're the wrong kind of Muslim, you're dead, but if you're a black Muslim, you're fine, or an Arab Muslim, you're fine. You just better not be not Muslim. That's just a different form of tribalism, where instead of looking at what tribe did your family come from, it's what tribe's God do you worship. And if you look at religion and fighting for human rights, the only cases where it really transcends that is when people are being better than their own religion. And it's a rare thing to see. So anyway,
All
I just
right.
wanted to get that little intro out there. And Wesley, what do you have for us for history?
Oh fuck! All right. That was gonna hurt.
That's how that works.
The
All right.
only one not prepared. I feel
All right.
just with him now. Totally. You and I are brothers.
All right. All right. So this day in history, July 21st, the year 1925, the famous Scopes monkey trial in Dayton, Tennessee, concludes, and John T. Scopes is found guilty of teaching evolution in class and fined $100, which is about $1,300 now. Yeah. So the Scopes trial, formerly known as the State of Tennessee versus John Thomas Scopes, and commonly referred to as the Scopes monkey trial, was an American legal case in 1925 in which a substitute high school teacher, John Scopes, was accused of violating Tennessee's Butler Act, which made it unlawful to teach human evolution in any state-funded school. The trial was deliberately staged to attract publicity to the small town of Dayton, Tennessee, where it was held, and Scopes was unsure whether he had actually ever taught evolution, but he purposely incriminated himself so that the case could have a defendant. Yeah, so this is kind of really weird. Early days of just I don't know. It's kind of like reality TV. But
Yeah. Wow.
So let's see. The trial served its purpose of drawing intense national publicity as national reporters flocked to Dayton to cover the big-name lawyers who had agreed to represent each side, one of them being William Jennings Bryant, a three-time presidential candidate who argued for the prosecution, and Clarence Darrow, the famed defense attorney who spoke for Scopes. Trial publicized the fundamentalist modernist controversy, which set modernists who said evolution was not inconsistent with religion against fundamentalists who said the Word of God, as revealed in the Bible, took priority over all human knowledge. The case was thus seen as both a theological contest and a trial on whether modern science should be taught in schools. So, yeah, John Scopes was, give you a little bit of background on him, born in 1900 in Paducah, Kentucky. He earned a degree from the University of Kentucky in 1924 with a major in law and a minor in geology. And he moved to Dayton, where he was the high school football coach and occasionally a substitute teacher. So, yeah, this is kind of weird. I mean, you had a whole bunch of businessmen in Dayton, an engineer and geologist, George Rapillier, I'm sure I fucking nailed that, saw it as an opportunity to get publicity for their town, and sure do a good thing, but fucking, you know, get a lot of money coming into town. So, man, oh man. Anyways, I am starting to feel an energy drink. Holy shit. Awesome. So,
Okay, then.
anyways, this is kind of weird, but anyways, let's go at the end of the case. They definitely got a guilty verdict, and he was definitely found guilty, but it was appealed to the Tennessee Supreme Court, and in a 3-1 decision, the Butler Act was still held to be constitutional, but the court overturned Scopes' conviction on a technicality, saying that the judge had set the fine instead of the jury. And oddly enough, the Butler Act remained until May 18th, 1967, when it was repealed by the Tennessee legislature.
Wow.
Interesting tidbit that I found, though. Scopes may have actually been innocent of the crime to which his name is inexorably linked. After the trial, Scopes admitted to a reporter, William Kinsey Hutchinson, "I didn't violate the law," explaining that he had skipped the evolution lesson and that his lawyers had coached his students to go on the stand. And, yeah, kind of weird. But Hutchinson didn't file his story until after the Scopes appeal, which was decided in 1927. So, yeah, just a weird little bit of history there.
Yeah. Interesting. Alrighty, well, on that note, we're going to take our first break, and then we'll be back with Callie Wright. That is, if you're listening to the podcast. If you're watching on YouTube, that'll be a separate file.
Atheist Nomads is proudly brought to you by Archway Hosting. Check out their low-price, full-featured hosting solutions at archwayhosting.com. That's ARCHWAY hosting.com.
Hey, we're also brought to you by listeners just like you. Find out how you can become a patron at patreon.com/atheist nomads. That's patreon.com/atheist nomads.
All right, and so, yeah, for those of you on YouTube, this is going to end up being the third section, not the second section, which it is for you now. There's been a lot of violence recently with black men getting shot by the cops, and in response, some black men shooting cops. After the Dallas police shootings, this was the day after I had posted a rather lengthy, thought-out opinion on what's also fucked up with all of it and what can be done to fix it. The next day, I posted just something from the heart, that one of the reasons why I care about black people getting killed by the cops is I have a brother who's a police officer, and bad cops are making him less safe. In the comment thread on that, I was called a white supremacist.
Wow. I didn't see that part.
Yeah. So we have Ishmael here, and Ishmael, I know from listening to your podcast, you've had friends killed by the cops, right?
Yeah.
So what is it like as a black man dealing with the police in the United States?
But I'm kind of curious. Like, so your argument was that you actually know people who were killed, who were police that were killed?
No. One of the reasons. So I'd already posted about how people deserve equal rights and due process, and that no one should be executed without a trial. Definitely, at least not without a trial. And that got almost no attention. So I did from the heart that one of the reasons why this topic matters to me is because they're making my brother, who is a police officer, less safe.
Who is making your brother, as a police officer, less safe?
Bad cops who are killing innocent, unarmed people.
Okay, because then I agree with that. Yeah.
And so the way I see it, no matter how you look at it, whether you're looking at it from a standpoint of black people deserve to be treated as human beings and to not be murdered or executed on the streets, or whether you view it as we need a functioning society and that means not having a race war where cops are getting killed. Either way, something has to change.
But wait, you're doing like a kind of so it's either black people standing up for black people being legally killed by cops or a race war. Like, that seems kind of weird, because it's almost like the cops are saying, hey, if you guys are against us killing unarmed black people, you clearly want a race war. And it's like, wait, what are you talking about? We just don't want innocent citizens murdered by cops.
Oh, I was predicting this after Ferguson, that cops were going to start dying pretty soon if they keep killing innocent, unarmed people. If you have a minority group that is being punished
but it's not the minority group's fault. It's almost it's almost like Germans being like, oh, the reason why America came into Germany and started to treat Germans that way is because we were the Holocaust. Like, it's almost it's a very strange thing to be like, oh, black people are upset that black people are being killed by cops, so it's black people's fault that they are making an issue about black people being wrongfully killed by cops. Like, that's such a weird...
That's not what I'm saying at all.
Okay.
What I'm saying is, if the police are oppressing a minority group, the only response you can expect is for that minority group to rise up.
Okay. I agree.
If you keep killing unarmed people from a particular group, they will arm and they will fight back.
I agree.
And that is happening.
Completely. Yeah, I agree.
And I don't blame them.
No.
Not a bit.
If
I agree.
If the roles were reversed, I could definitely
tactics like a motherfucker.
Yeah. So,
what the fuck, America?
How are we going? How can we fix this? We know where it can go, but nobody wants it to go there. Because if it does end up turning into a war, that's people
that's good for business.
People on both sides are going to die, and realistically, it shouldn't be two sides. Cops are there to protect and serve their community.
Cops are supposed to be there to protect and serve. Cops are militarized. I see this as good for, well, Republicans really, or
Yeah.
or military contractors, ones that want to get bigger and better, quote unquote, better weapons and military grade armor in the hands of military or the hands of the police, and I don't know, take over our country a little bit. So
Yeah.
state us a little bit.
So, Ishmael, what's your perspective on all this?
Please.
What do you mean?
With the bullshit
fixable?
that keeps going on, and is this?
I mean,
fixable?
I don't know. I mean, it's America. I mean, it's hard for me to pretend that like this is new. That like America, that like there's a lot of racism, that there's a lot of other issues going on, isn't part of just what it means to be America. I mean, we literally said, what, the land of the free while we were having slaves, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's just so yeah, I don't know. It's there's a lot going on, and I actually think there's good movement going on right now. I don't know, but I don't know. It seems I don't know how to say how I feel without being like, oh, but you're just a black guy who feels this way, and you know what I mean? It's very hard to be genuine about what's going on because I understand why I'm being written off. So I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, I know that America has never been good at all at treating any group of minorities very well at all, ever, and usually quite shittily. But I still think that it seems like it was getting better for a while, and it's gotten a lot worse in the last 10 to 15 years.
I think
it was getting better for a while because it was being ignored. But when a black man became president, we learned that it wasn't just toothless or one-tooth racists that were racist. Yeah. We learned, oh, it's educated people, it's people in Congress. It's I have always said the best thing Obama could have done, even if he didn't do anything, is to show that this country is extremely racist. And it isn't just like slack-jawed, like you know, we like to write off middle America and say they're just like, oh, those are the racists. No. They're educated, free, like there are people who are extremely racist who are as educated as anyone. So I don't know. I mean, it sounds good to say like America has gotten past all this, but come on. The minute Obama became president, we learned there are some friggin' racists who are as intelligent, as well schooled. Like, come on. I mean, it isn't just like you know, it isn't just yokels from the deep south who are racist. We learned, oh no, it's people who have been elected into what am I trying to say? Into regular society, or that's probably not even the right word. But like, yeah, we have racist people who just are racist. And we just need to look at it and deal with it. But we think it's just slack-jawed yokels, right? Slack-jawed yokels who doesn't know any better, or just ignorant, stupid people. No, that's not the racists that were emailing pictures of President Obama's wife as a monkey. It wasn't these like stupid people. It was educated people who just were like, oh yeah, I'm racist. I hate black people. Who knew? Like, so I don't know.
Do you think we need to deal with that first? Or do we need to deal with making sure that black people are entitled to due process first?
I think Americans are entitled to due process. And I think black people are entitled to due process. I think liberals all of a sudden are okay with murdering Americans overseas. Like, that's what now is the liberal position, right?
Mm-hmm.
Obama is like, oh no, I'm going to murder him. I don't care. Like, so it's scary that liberals are now as Republicans used to be in the 90s. Like, Obama's like, yeah, I'm murdering human beings overseas because I say they may have been terrorists. That's kind of scary.
Well,
but like I say, liberals are being dragged to the right. We are being dragged to the right. And the right is just eating us up. So now liberals of the right, Ronald Reagan would not vote on most liberal policies today. He wouldn't. But now that's the liberal policy.
Mm-hmm.
We're kind of in a scary place now because the right has just dragged us all the way to their party that, like, now Ronald Reagan would never be voted in, ever. Would never be voted in as a Republican. Isn't that scary to be a liberal? To wake up and think Ronald Reagan isn't Republican enough?
Oh yeah,
That's
Ronald Reagan is a fucking
shit.
Republican god, but he would never get elected now.
Exactly. Isn't that scary?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I don't know. I'm just kind of nervous about that. Like, Ronald Reagan could never be elected a Republican president.
You know,
That's
the older
kind
I
of
get,
scary.
the older I get, the more liberal, progressive my values get. You know, I don't want us to be
Exactly.
world police. I don't want us to be out overseas doing shit. I work for the fucking Navy, and I want to see our budget reduced.
Exactly. How fucked up is that? Like, what's the world we live in?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus. So anyway, that's where I'm coming from. Sorry for the rant, but that's kind of where I'm coming from. Ronald Reagan is now a liberal. Like, Ronald Reagan's a liberal. Jesus.
Yeah.
But-
no.
But back to my question.
Okay, sorry.
Should should the priority be reducing the racism of the society or improving access to due process
First.
Reducing the racism of this society, or that's,
improving access to due process?
I don't. Is that a thing? Reducing the racism of the society? It seems like such a weird kind of. Well, I guess
I think needs
reducing
to
the racism is a good thing, but I don't think that's a realistic thing. Like,
Well,
is reducing the racism a thing?
I think with time and education, yeah, like decades, so.
Yeah, exactly. But it seems so. I don't know. Yeah, I guess reducing. I don't know. Reducing the racism of society. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for reducing the racism of society.
Well, actually, there'd be one real easy way to make that happen. Force the South to secede again.
I was just going to say kill everybody that's over 60, but.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. They
Let
are
their own bodies
dying
do that.
breed. Jesus, they are dying breed. Yeah. Like, reduce the racism of society.
I was trying to come up with.
That's actually nice. I hope to reduce
Soil
racism.
and greenest people.
Huh?
Oh my god, I thought you fucking loved films, Ishmael.
Wait,
Right.
I didn't hear what you said. Wait, I missed
Soil
it.
and green as people.
Oh, come on. Everybody knows. I don't even need to like films to know Soylent Green as people. Come on.
Yeah, I
of
know,
course.
but I'm just saying, everybody over 60 years old can
Trump
fucking
did that
mulch.
shit. Oh, okay. I missed it. I'm sorry. I apologize.
All right.
I apologize. Soylent Green is people. Charleston Heston just ran and got. Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, I think that would help society a lot.
Yeah, it would. It would.
Okay, so a good goal, more realistic. If cops stopped killing black people, would we be? Do you think we'd be in a much better place?
Ew. Come on, stop. What?
Right.
Did you just ask me that? Hey, if cops stop killing black people, would that be better? No. I totally don't think that will be a good thing. Like, of course.
Okay, what more do we need? What do we need to do past that? Because that is an obvious one.
We just need to. We need to face racism. I mean, because it is racism. It is cops. The police system is a very corrupt system. I think if I was a bigot, if I was a hateful person, why wouldn't I be a cop? Why wouldn't I go out and if I wanted to murder people, I'd just be a cop. Because I'm like, hey, I can probably shoot black people in the face and get off with it. And I know that's very a dumbed down way of looking at cops and blah, blah, blah. But I got to say, like, Jesus, like, cops are the one institution that can get off with killing people unlawfully. Like, everyone else, like, and it's funny because I actually just posted something today on my wall. Even though no one asked me if I was whatever that asshole said. Fuck him. But like yeah, Dave from I don't know, he's Canadian or whatever. Fuck him. But all I gotta say is this. Cops when in Cleveland when black militant groups wanted to rightfully, and I say rightfully, carry arms, the head of the chief of police said, we need to stop the Second Amendment. We need to stop people from being able to carry arms. It's only when black people do it is that it's wrong. So he literally said, I don't care if it's against the Constitution. I am literally saying we need to stop people from carrying arms. Only when it's black people. That's it. It's only when it's black people. That is an issue in this country. That's a serious issue. And I always said, I'm sorry for cutting you off. I said, if you ever want to stop, if you ever want gun control, legally arm black people. The Republicans, the NRA, everyone will say, okay, we need gun control now because black people are friggin' armed, and that's a problem. That in itself is a problem in America. Why is it so like, oh, black people want to arm themselves? Okay, I now need to curb gun control. That's kind of scary. You were literally calling me a nigger. That's all you're doing. You were saying I'm a nigger and I can't carry a gun because I'm black. There is no other reason why. I mean, why else would I be different than everyone else? I should have the same right as everyone else, except I'm a nigger.
So 2 things. There are 2 times in the country that people just can't carry guns. 1, they're black. 2, they go to the Republican RNC convention because no guns allowed in that motherfucker.
But why are there no guns?
Well, obviously
you were
because
saying the Second Amendment does not count in the building where they are so pro Second Amendment. It's such a weird thing.
It's fucking laughable, but you know those fucking hot-headed motherfuckers would just start shooting themselves and it'd be fucking amazing.
The RNC doesn't have any say in the matter. Not that they would have allowed guns in the convention. That's the Secret Service is in charge of security.
Yeah. Well, it was the police chief who literally said, I don't care if that goes against the Second Amendment. I don't want them being able to carry guns.
Wow.
Right? He said that.
Holy shit. And contrast that to the Dallas police chief.
And contrast that to Obama trying to take guns, and Obama's trying to take guns. And
well, the Dallas police chief, he was complaining about open carry because it made it so they couldn't tell who was a shooter and who was a witness.
Completely.
Exactly. But that's the whole thing. It's almost like they're arguing against their whole thing. Listen, you guys are cool with open carry until other people are in danger. Open carry is clearly not a good thing. A civilized society should not have human beings walking around with guns. It's just that simple.
Mm-hmm. Well, a protest with people open carrying, which in Idaho, every so often, despite this being one of the most gun-friendly states in the country, unfortunately, open carry activists feel like they need to march on the Capitol periodically.
Really?
Armed protests, that's not peaceful protests.
Exactly. It's the opposite. Exactly.
And the Black Lives Matter protests in Dallas, where the shooter killed the cops, there was a significant number of people there protesting who were armed, and I don't blame them for that because they were probably expecting to have, and justifiably expecting to have somebody try to attack them. But you have armed people at a protest? That's nuts. It's insane.
Exactly.
That's a militia.
Exactly. I totally agree.
A militia marching on City Hall or the state capitol. That's bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
I still loved the name of this group, though. The Huey P. Newton Gun Club down in Texas. Gives me a shock every time I hear it.
Well, because the Black Panther Party was called the Black Panther Party of Defense. So,
yeah.
So,
well, the Black Panthers were, kind of talking about what you were talking about, like arm everybody. And
yeah, it's literally saying protect yourself from it. It is as right wing as you could think. It's literally saying the cops may be out to kill you. Protect yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, and I've just been waiting for, and it's probably out there, but I haven't seen it yet. But someone going off about access to military-grade weapons after, both of the shootings of the police were done by legally acquired military-grade weapons, sniper rifle and assault rifle.
By veterans, by the way.
By veterans, yes.
Yeah.
That's something that is not being talked about. They were veterans. Jesus.
Patriotic motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Who were exercising their Second Amendment right. And
that's scary.
Yeah.
Veterans. People we trained to kill. Jesus. Yeah. It's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. Oh man, yeah.
But I haven't.
I'm just surprised it doesn't happen more often.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
I can't lie.
Well, especially when you look at the stats, the black community is seriously overrepresented in the military, disproportionately serve, and I didn't mean overrepresentative as a bad thing, but look at who gets recruited. There's a racial bias for junior enlisted, or not just junior enlisted, but for enlisted ranks, where they do a really good job recruiting, a lot better job recruiting black people than they can white. And then,
well, I mean, that's also part of where the recruiters go. They go to the poor neighborhoods, be they white or black, but they also really go push the black community very hard. Say, hey, you can come in here, you can get schooling, and better yourself. But sometimes people just need to get out of a bad situation, and it can definitely help. But fuck.
Yeah, and I definitely see it as a problem if recruitment is not representative of society as a whole. when you're drawing too heavily from one group and you look across the board, minorities serve overwhelmingly over white people. Native Americans serve at a much higher proportion, despite the fact they're under zero obligation to. Samoans are a shocking group where they aren't even citizens.
As I recall, they are afterwards, aren't they?
Yeah. Or at least it makes it easier. Well, it's not a difficult process for them to get their citizenship, but they have it's easier to after serving the military. And there's definitely a whole lot that's really fucked up in our society.
I'm not gonna deny it. Ishmael?
Yeah, I'm here. I totally agree.
Okay.
Good. What the hell was that? Sorry. I'm sorry. I'll totally be more vocal. Yeah, totally. Yes. Fuck 'em.
Kill them all. Right.
Okay, so to fix all of our problems, we basically just need to completely change all of society.
Yeah, just that.
Yeah. All right. This should be easy.
Okay, we solved it. Let's go on to the feeding the poor.
Go on to what?
Feed the poor after that. You know, we solved racism and sexism.
Yeah.
This is a high bar for the show. We fucking nailed it.
Huh? Nah, I agree.
Sorry, Ish, you just became the voice of an entire race of people.
Obviously, I did.
Yeah, and you know, realistically, if like one of the things that sucks that Dallas police officers were the first ones to get murdered was that they were, or murder isn't even the right word, assassinated. They were killed because of their job. That's assassination. That's a department that is actually trying to do the right thing. They've changed the way they do a lot of their policing. They're going for much more of a community-based policing approach. They have increased transparency and accountability. They're just the number of complaints they've gotten against cops has dropped just in the current chief's tenure from like 137 a year down to like 19.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, they're doing things right, and it sucks that department got hit. Baton Rouge, they just murdered someone. They
were murdered by a crazy person. Like, it's not like he was like a Black Lives Matter guy who had this legitimate beef, and he was a fucking crazy, like we said, a military guy. Like, obviously, we don't want to bring up the military, because bringing up the military in this country is bad. So, ignore that and just say he was a crazy guy who had these issues that he wanted to go out and kill, because nothing about anything he did made me relate to him at all. I related more to, oh, you're in the military, you murder people. But I don't want to write the military off like that, because obviously the military, there's a lot going on, and it's very easy to pretend that, like, oh, because you're in the military, you're gung-ho on killing. But I gotta say, like, I'm not surprised every friggin' person who killed cops were in the military. It's not surprising. We teach you to kill, and then you find something to disagree with, and then you kill. That makes sense to me more than anything. So anyway.
I know that there are definitely good cops out there, and that there's a lot of cops that join for hopefully the right reasons of protecting and helping people. But I always think of, like, you know, the high school bullies that, you know, or the jocks that can't get a good job. They want to keep on picking on people. Or ex-military who, again, are used to that regimented lifestyle and having a weapon on them and still want to patrol the streets.
Yeah.
They also get jobs in the police very easily.
Yeah.
And one issue that comes up is the way our country has been gutting taxes left and right. Training for police departments has been cut down so much that I saw a report recently that something like 2/3 or 3/4 of the time is spent on either how to use your weapon or how to defend yourself, not on how to de-escalate situations or how to deal with community relations or investigate things or how to actually do police work. It's just on how to kill people and how to keep yourself from getting killed. That sucks.
Even a tiny step, what I would love to see is cops not allowed to have sidearms. If they need to have a weapon, have it in the trunk. Let them have those few seconds to deal with the situation without a fucking weapon.
I've thought about that as well. Tasers.
That's a tiny step.
At least should be on every single cop. And yes, tasers can kill and they can be abused, but it's a lot better than getting shot. Especially by somebody who knows how to make sure that you will not survive. You get shot with a taser, you're not going to be a risk to anyone, but you survive. And that right there would be a huge step forward. But one of the other problems that comes in with the way budgets have been gutted is there's a magic number of on police pay where you drop below it and you guarantee that you're going to have corrupt cops. And I mean corrupt to the point of they're taking money from criminals and looking the other way or helping. We have way too many departments that have dropped below that level, where the only cops that can afford to be a cop are the people who are doing it for all of the wrong reasons. And that's a serious problem.
I feel you. I totally agree.
Well, I mean, we have a lot of socialist programs in the country, like fucking teachers, police, fire departments, and I would love to see higher pay for all of them. Root out bad people and help try and get better qualified, better people in there.
Mm-hmm.
If you pay a teacher a good wage, you're gonna be able to attract people that are actually want to do this and have good knowledge. And I don't know, just pretty much the entire fucking system needs to be changed.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there isn't one little area that doesn't need to be at best tweaked, if not just fucking overhauled completely.
I agree.
Yeah. The problem is all of this needs to happen now.
And at the same time.
Yeah, because we are in the situation where society is getting more and more polarized on every topic you look at. Where if you aren't 100% backing one group, then obviously you're in the other group. So either you want all cops dead, or you're a white supremacist. No, that's bullshit. That's completely bullshit. We need something to happen before the polarizing gets worse, because every time cops kill someone or someone kills a cop, it's going to get more polarized. And my fear is that before things get better, it's going to spiral out of control.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I mean, shit. Sure, police need to be better trained. We need to lessen our dependence on the military and the money that generates. We need to better fund our education system all the way around. We need to. I mean, there's not a thing that doesn't need to be changed.
We need to actually tax people. And by people, I mean the rich.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Well, Ishmael, I think you are out of time.
All right.
Don't say it like that.
No. I mean, you said
right.
you
You
had
told me
till
it was like,
6:30.
okay, Ishmael, you black guy. No, I'm joking.
You told me you had till 6:30.
Yeah.
It's 6:30 your time now.
Okay.
So, do you want
Ishmael, your time is up.
All right. Your time is up, black guy. We're sending the cops to come see you. Deal with
I'll
it.
send flowers.
No,
That's
I honestly appreciate you guys having me on, and it was a good time.
All right. Do you have any other last words on the topic at hand?
Fuck Whitey? I don't know.
I love it.
All right. You heard it here.
I don't know what else to say. Come on.
All right. Well, where can people find you normally?
They can find me at angryblackrant.com, Angry Black Rant on Facebook. Just put in Angry Black Rant and you'll find me. But I can't front. I really appreciated it, and I would love to come back on, to be honest.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
If you ever need Whitey to come on your show, let me know.
Hey, you down to come on?
Hell, fuck yeah, I am.
Yeah,
Okay.
I am too.
Oh, so then we got to do it. Like
All right.
literally, like next week, I'm gonna hit you guys up and we're gonna sit down and you're gonna come on the show because I would really
Yeah.
appreciate that. I think it would be a
nice.
good time.
All right. We'll just have to make sure that one of us says "fuck Whitey" that time.
All right, so I will send you this. It's still recorded, so
All right.
yeah, I'll send it to you guys.
Awesome.
Cool.
All righty. Thank you.
All right. Hey, have a great night, and I honestly really appreciate you guys having me on. It was a good time.
And thanks for coming on.
All right. Later.
Later.
Peace.
Hurry up and come to Seattle. Bye.
Oh yeah, that's right. Seattle. I gotta come. All right. Later.
All right.
All right.
Peace.
Bye.
Okay. How do I hang up on these assholes?
That was
Sorry,
the hang up button.
Oh, we're
Delete
still
call
recording.
hang up button.
Okay, hold on. I'm hanging up now. Go to hell.
All right. And we're going to go ahead and take our last break. So I'll go ahead and play that now.
Oh,
As a
shit.
listener of your show, I'm going to assume you love my sexy vocal stylings. If you love the rest of the show as much as my voice, consider giving us the resources we desperately need to purchase quality cocaine and Red Bull. We make it super easy to make a one-time donation
I need to
or
save
support
this
us on a per episode, monthly, or even annual
I can't
basis
hear you.
using PayPal or Patreon. Find out more at atheistnomads.com. Use the links on the right side of the page. $1 an episode is all we ask.
What was that,
So,
Wesley?
I need to hurry up and export that segment because.
Oh, okay.
All right. Then we're pretty much just doing the outro and
Feedback. New patron. There is no feedback.
Okay.
Well,
we
actually,
got a
there
new
is.
patron?
New patron and feedback from the same person. So, yeah.
Oh, sweet.
You chatted with her more than I did.
Okay. Who?
Alice.
Okay.
So let me pull that up. Yes, those of you watching on YouTube get to see what we actually do when we record. Sometimes I'm more prepared, but since we outsourced much of the preparation with subject matter experts, it made it easier for me.
All right. That's exported. I'm ready to click record.
Okay, go ahead and do it now.
Okay.
And clap.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so for feedback, first up we've got Alice. I'm currently listening to your latest episode, and as a transgender service member that has just come out, I can give a bit of clarification. The group Sparta, who deals with transgender service members, has also noted the verbiage to suggest that any new recruits will not get medical service for their transition outside ongoing support such as hormones. This isn't finalized, as it also allows a bit of wiggle room if someone carries out or comes out as trans after joining, though it would likely have to be after their first term of service, which is initially 4 years. The 18-month stable is less because they would desire to change, the 18 months stable is less because they would desire to change back, but to ensure that there are no complications and that someone can go through the basic training phase and beyond without having to take time out to get hormones changed or surgical complications resolved. Rereading what I just said about coming out as transgender after joining, I need to clarify this isn't just to me. I need to clarify that this isn't for sure, and we need to see how things go or how things pan out when October 1st guidance comes out. So, Alice, thank you very much for that clarification. And we had a whole lot more conversation past that.
Yeah, Alice is pretty fucking cool. So, look forward to keep on chatting with you.
Yeah, and when we talked about that, I think I was the one who said something about changing minds that was meant as the government officials working on these rules would probably be concerned that that would happen, not that that's something that is likely to actually happen. And any thoughts that I had that it was reasonable was to make sure that it makes sense you don't want people joining the military while actively going through medical treatment. And I thought I made that clear. Maybe I didn't. But yes, thank you very much for that clarification, because that is an important point. And then Alice also became a patron.
Oh, fucking hey. Thank you very much. Thank you, Alice.
And
yeah, I got a little too much energy drink in me.
If any of you want to get a hold of us, you can email us at contact@atheistnomads.com. You can tweet us at atheistnomads. Hit us up on Facebook, facebook.com/atheistnomads. And there's probably other ways you can get a hold of us, but those are the main three that people utilize. And you can always support us on Patreon or through PayPal. The links are on the right-hand side of the page at atheistnomads.com for all of those options. Well, social media is on the left side, but on the website, atheistnomads.com, you can find all of it.
And my buddy Tom, I need you to reach out to me, man. Where are you at? Give me a jingle, send me a message. Need to talk with you. Anyways. Yeah, and yeah, it's pretty fucking cool. Anybody that finds me on Facebook, feel free to send me a message and friend me. So, because I'm a whore, I'll fucking friend anybody.
All right, well, that's it for this episode. We'll be back next week with an interview. Thank you for listening to another episode of Atheist Nomads. You can find show notes and contact information at atheistnomads.com. Follow us on Twitter at Atheist Nomads, and like us on Facebook at facebook.com/atheistnomads. Please subscribe to the show in iTunes, Stitcher, or your podcatcher of choice, and while you're there, feel free to leave us a review. Theme music is courtesy of Sturdy Fred. Until next time, this has been the Atheist Nomads.
All right, so is this 156?
Yep.
Okay, because I'm in the 156 show notes, and I don't see anything extra, like the bit from Alice.
Nope.
Or anything.
None of that's in there.
Good.
I'm going to go ahead and stop the broadcast now. So anybody who watches this on YouTube, thanks for watching. And
Have a lovely night
yes.
or day.
Bye.